So this is my first outing, and I am working on my Yukon XL setup. This is what I've got so far. This is basically my little garage area. I do have a tabletop that has a sink, and I do have the automatic water. There's a bucket underneath for the sink drain, as well as the water container so I can pull it in and out from the back real easy. There's storage underneath here, and we'll just go on around here. Here's my bed. I use these rubber tiles that you can get that you buy in packages for like gym floors. This is great for the knees on these if you're not taking the seats out of your vehicle. There's Miss River on my bed. I've got stuff stuffed under my bed. There is my cooler. So anyway, there is my setup. I've got my Starlink up in my moonroof, and she's just chilling right now and relaxing, so I'm going to go hang my hammock up. So I currently have my hammock right up underneath here. I have never used this hammock, and there are plenty of trees to hang it to, so I'm going to get to it. And she is hung. I've got my trash picked up, put this back in my Yukon, because the last thing you want is trash blowing all over the Lincoln National Forest, which is a big complaint from people who live up here at how often they have to clean up garbage from people leaving stuff behind. Come on, folks, do better. Pack in, pack out. It's not hard. So this is where we're going to be for the night. My hammock up there on the hill, because of course I have to be out under a clear area for my Starlink to work to get a clear shot of the sky. So that works great, but I think we're going to spend the rest of the time this evening just relaxing and kind of tweaking my camping setup. I can't have a campfire because of the dry conditions, and this is dispersed camping, so that's not allowed. But it sure would be nice if I had one, but the wind is really blowing, so as you can tell from my hair, it's that would be a big no-no, because we don't want to cause a forest fire and get a huge fine, so we'll have to do without the campfire tonight. So we're just going to spend some time exploring a little bit and see what we can find. Okay, folks, I drove around for a little while after stopping by the local store and picked up a few snack items, and it started getting dark, and from what I can tell, the campgrounds are full, so we ended up coming back into town, and we are stealth camping right here in town, close by the church. I'm familiar with this town, so it should be okay. Hopefully won't get the knock in the middle of the night, but again, we will see. But my knees don't bend like they used to. So in any case, I'm just getting ready for bed and getting my face washed and all that good stuff. It's nice to have running water in here, which is just a basic, simple table with a little sink in it. And the sink has a drain underneath that I have draining into a 5-gallon bucket, which is easily pulled out the back and just empty it out because it's just gray water. So all of this is just kind of a mock setup for, you know, tweaking and figuring out what's going to work for me and what isn't, because I know there's many out there that do this with a whole lot less. So, you know, it's just whatever makes you comfortable, and you just kind of go from there. And you know, you do what you have to do. But I'm gonna get comfortable. River's already in the front passenger passenger seat asleep on her fluffy blankie. I'm sure she'll come join me in the bed later, but for now that's where she's at, because I was moving around quite a bit and disturbing her, and well, she don't like to be disturbed when she's sleeping. So in any case, I'm gonna kick back and watch a little of my favorite van life series, Miss Nikki. She's inspired me a lot. So in any case, I'm gonna sit back, watch that, and turn in and call it a night. So see you guys in the morning. Love you. Good morning. It's early. We got up and ski-daddled out of the church parking lot before people started showing up, and made it back out to Bailey Canyon Road, and I'm sharing a blueberry muffin with my dog. She seems to be enjoying it. So this little trip, virgin trip, taught me a lot. What will work, what will not work. Definitely a folding lawn chair with a foam mattress on it. Not so great, because if you're on any kind of a slant or slope, it slides. So rethink my bed situation. For one, my little sink setup it's too wide. I'll need to find something a little smaller for that, but you know, it's a learning process, and it's definitely given me some ideas to work with and figure out, you know, what's going to work and what isn't. So anyway, I'm going to finish my my blueberry muffin here with the dog, and we're going to probably explore just a little bit before we start heading back down the mountain, because I've got some things I need to take care of this afternoon. So anyway, peace out. Have a great Sunday. Okay, folks, we are headed back down the mountain. I'm having my protein drink. Since River ate most of my muffin, she's a spoiled girl, so she got most of it because she gave me those puppy dog eyes. But if you're ever rolling through the town of Cloudcroft, there are plenty of places to pull off, especially if you're pulling a camper or whatnot. The school parking lot's a great place to pull off. And if you need fuel, there's an Allsups there with ready-made food. There's also Family Dollar, and there's restaurants in the town like Big Dave's in the middle of town. There's Dusty Boots. There's Big Daddy's. There's Brothers Barbecue, and then there's Mad Jack's Barbecue. Mad Jack's Barbecue is awesome. They are definitely known for another ambulance going back up the mountain. They're definitely known for their barbecue. They have a line out the door just about every day. They open, I believe, at 11 and they close at 2 or whenever they run out. But they are awesome. You don't have to wait for a seat, so to speak. You're ordering your food. That's what the line is. It's people ordering their food and then they go sit down. And there is plenty of seating for that. So, but they're awesome. You have to give them a try if you roll through. There is also a grocery store now in town, a small one. It's a mom and pop style grocery store. Mad Jack's used to be the Mercantile back in the day when my boys were in school here, and I remember walking in at, all the fresh baked pies and cakes and donuts, and it just always smelled like heaven walking in. But they had since closed down years ago, but now they do have a grocery store in town that has goods like meats and breads. Are basically a very small grocery store. It's not a chain store, it's a mom and pop establishment. So I haven't stopped in yet, but I plan on it. Other than that, with dispersed camping in the town of Cloudcroft, you go outside the town, but if it's dark and you don't know the area, it's not advisable to try to find a place after dark, because a lot of the dispersed areas can run into private property, and you may end up on somebody's property and not even realize it, because there's not fences on a lot of that. So other than the established campgrounds, which you could go to, but if you know how to get there, and it's no big deal. But it's definitely a nice little area to go and find you a spot. Like I said, I moved last night because there were some ATVers out running around with the lights and blaring the music, and I just didn't feel like dealing with that waking me up, so I thought I'd just go back into town. Plus, I needed to grab some snacks anyway, so, and then I just decided to stealth camp at the church. So, you know, it was a quiet night. Town was quiet. The only thing I heard was some ambulance sirens in the wee hours of the morning. But other than that, no issues, no knocks. There was no sign saying I couldn't park there. But I'm familiar with the town because I've lived there, and I live down the mountain in the Alamogordo Basin area, so I'm up here quite a bit. But this trip was nice. It's going to get me to the point where I can definitely think about camping for more than just a weekend at a time. That is kind of my end goal. I want to be able to, I still work remotely, so I'll need to be able to work on the road, but I want to be able to go to places further away to go visit, because there's so much that I have not seen. My big goals are all the national parks. I want to see all of them, especially here in the West. Zion, Utah area, Nevada area, Grand Canyon area. You know, I really want to go see all of those. And I said I've been following a lot of the other YouTubers out there. I said Nikki's probably one of my favorite. Trent the Traveler's another. There are just so many. Her cousin Sarah. There's tons out there that are doing this lifestyle. That is just fascinating. So if you're thinking about it, follow along, watch them, watch me as I make my mistakes, as I'm building my camper home, so to speak, out of my Yukon. But you know, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of mistakes made along the way, as everyone has done. But I'm excited to get this little journey started. So in any case, please like and subscribe, comment if you have any good suggestions for me. And other than that, you guys have a great Sunday. Peace out, and we'll see you next week.